I just have one question. I'm
Okay.
from a smaller town,
Yeah.
like 3,500. Nothing ever changes there.
Okay.
Nobody ever gets roofs. Nobody ever gets siding. Nobody gets windows. Nothing.
Yeah.
What's a good way to kind of market, kind of what we do here?
To those people? Well, are you
Yeah,
talking about retail or storm stuff?
more retail.
More retail? Here's what I
Yep.
like to do. I like to ask questions. That's really what good sales is good communication and asking questions. If you could go up to somebody's house and it's pretty obvious that their house looks like it came out of like a 1970s music video or something, and you're like,
Right.
how old are these shutters? It's like, if you see somebody outside, just stop, chat with them, and it's like, hey, do you mind if I ask you a question? Like, sure, shoot. It's like, how long have you been thinking about replacing your roof? And it's like, oh, well, I don't know. And you're not saying, have you ever thought about replacing your roof? Because that's yes or no. You're saying, how long have you been thinking about replacing that siding? I mean, I can't help but notice, but, it looks like it came out in 1982, It's like,
Right.
we're in a small town. Be like, have you ever considered it? Like, do you know how much it costs? It's like, it's
Mhm.
really not as bad as you'd probably think. And they're like, yeah, it's like, I tell you what, like, would you be interested in me sitting down with you for a few minutes and just showing you some options? Like, be like, I'm having a great year. Like, I don't need your business, but I just happen to notice that, it looks pretty outdated. And if you're, kind of on the same page with that, I'd be happy to show you a couple options if you want, like what time you want me to come over, you know?
Okay.
So just ask, like, how long you been thinking about, and just be really laid back about it. Your approach is very, very important because when you go into it, like, being salesy or trying to have like the secret sauce to getting that person to agree, that's salesy. You're going to get some,
Right.
but you're not going to like it, they're not going to like it, and you're going to get fewer results from it. But when you approach it just like, I really don't care one way or another what your house looks like, but Mrs. Jones, like, how long you been thinking about replacing it? Like, that roof looks like any minute now it's going to cave in, So that's how you can approach some of those situations, especially with outdated stuff. Because what do women
Yeah.
constantly do on Pinterest? What are they pinning all the time? House stuff.
I have no idea, but my wife does it all the time.
They're always on Pinterest, these ladies. And they're like, oh, my house, it could be so pretty. Meanwhile, their house looks like it, hasn't been updated in
Yeah.
25 years. And you're just like, ugh, you know.
Hmm.
Or if you meet a customer, somebody, the inside, here's something that I find a lot. The interior is sometimes very nice. Like, you walk into the house, you're like, oh, beautiful hardwood floors, granite countertops, crown molding. But then you step outside and it's like old ass steel siding and like a green, like a mint green 3 tab. And you're like,
Right.
what's going on here? It's like, Mrs. Jones, can I be really honest with you? She'll be like, of course. You're like, I gotta tell you something. The inside of your house is but you have one of the most beautiful kitchens and living rooms and floors I've seen probably all year. Oh, thank you. It's like, but can I be real honest with you? The outside of your house does not match the inside. And she'll be like, oh, yeah, I know. Then go right into, how long have you been thinking about like updating your siding or your roof? Now you're opening it
Yep.
up. You're not like, hey, your house looks like shit. You're saying, hey, the inside of your house is so beautiful. And honestly, it just doesn't match the outside. It's like, how
Hmm.
can I help you do that? Would you be open to that?
Okay.
That's how you have those
Right.
conversations, okay?
Okay.